Hey guys, Harry Thomas here, and the DC geek within me has been ignited once again as the universe sent me a mail this month to do a top 5 best DC shows because they wanted to prepare me for when DC FanDome would give us all something that has felt missing from 2020 as a whole, trailers to react to. And they didn't give us 1 or 2 trailers. Oh no, they doubled that. They gave us 4 epic trailers in just one weekend. So yeah, this is the best weekend period to be a DC fan, and I thought, why not just review all 4 trailers in one video? So starting out with the one that most will say is their favourite DC trailer, and the DC movie that they are most sold on, The Batman, which will be released in 2021 and is starting filming again extremely soon. And as for my personal thoughts on this trailer, well, this is the one I'm most conflicted on. I'm sorry, fans, but this would be my personal least favourite of the 4 trailers. I think this is the most overrated of the 4. I mean, I was never fully sold on the idea of another Batman reboot. We've had practically 10 versions of Batman in the past 30 years, including the TV shows and video games, as well as the movies. And I would personally rather DC just give us, you know, a new character that has yet to have a big screen debut. But don't get me wrong, Matt Reeves cannot be faulted as a director. There's not a single movie he's made that hasn't turned out magnificent. He directed both Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and War of the Planet of the Apes, the 2 best Planet of the Apes movies, and now he's giving us his take on Batman. And Robert Pattinson, I'm sure, will nail Batman, as he is well past the days of Twilight. He can be good in anything that's not Twilight. His 2 best performances currently being Cedric Diggory in Goblet of Fire and The Lighthouse last year. And they do show shots of him in this trailer without the mask, and they do show him looking like he's doing some detective stuff, which is what we all want to see from Batman. And even Catwoman makes a appearance in this trailer, and which was a pleasant surprise. And I would love to see her fighting crime alongside Batman throughout the movie. But this trailer was overly dark and bleak and gloomy for me. I mean, it was lacking in the fun that we all want from Batman, and it confused me who is the antagonist going to be in this movie. They give hints of both the Riddler and the Joker, because especially in the scene in the trailer where Batman is facing down these Joker-looking goons with the makeup, but I'm like, are the Riddler and the Joker going to be teaming up or something? The trailer doesn't fully explain that. So this is my personal least anticipated of the upcoming DC movies. I may be apologetic to the movie in my actual review in 2021. Hallelujah, we get our first actual footage of the Snyder cuts of Justice League, and as Zack Snyder's like, if you thought so, you saw the movie with the Josh Whedon cut, no, you ain't seen nothing yet. So, and what's awesome about the Snyder Cut trailer is that it doesn't rehash any footage from the Whedon cut. It's entirely original footage from the Snyder Cut, and it goes to show how different the two how different the two visions from the two directions were for this movie, and Snyder's vision is far darker looking in terms of the color palettes, and we even get a shot of a Darkseid, though we don't hear him talk. He does look like an even more badass villain than Steppenwolf. Shame that Darkseid never made an appearance in the Whedon cut, and even Steppenwolf in the Snyder cut has an even cooler looking armor, and we get more shots of the Justice League, you know, being heroes, saving lives, like when Wonder Woman, she's smiling at the little girl, and when the Flash, he rescues that woman from the car that's flipping up, and that is sure to give the movie even more heart than the Whedon cut. So as much as I still defend the Whedon cut, I admit this is the cut that we should have received 3 years ago, and it's coming to HBO Max, and I can't wait to see can't wait to see all 4 hours of this epic cut. It's going to be the longest movie since The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. And the most emotional new footage in this trailer was Lois and Martha hugging. That was totally heartwarming, and the inclusion of the Hallelujah song was absolute genius. And Birds of Prey is not the only follow-up to Suicide Squad we're going to get, because in 2021 we will have the a proper sequel, The Suicide Squad. The only thing that I'm not so sure about is the title. I mean, titling the sequel The Suicide Squad, the only difference between the two titles is the in the title. People are going to get confused which Suicide Squad movie are you referring to, but that aside, the Suicide Squad is the most interesting of the 4 DC trailers here, as it's not exactly a full trailer. It's just the character introductions and the cast, and also some behind the scenes footage with director James Gunn, and people compared the first Suicide Squad unfavourably to Guardians of the Galaxy, calling that movie a rip-off in some aspects. But now that James Gunn is directing the sequel, they should, fingers crossed, compare the Suicide Squad more positively to Guardians of the Galaxy, and I doubt James Gunn would just redo Guardians of the Galaxy with the sequel. I think he would give this movie a creative and imaginative art style, and he would and he's going to have a blaster directing this one, and the only returning cast member is Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. Of course she would, because she was the star of Birds of Prey. But the other cast are new superheroes galore, from Sharkman to even the 12th Doctor himself, Peter Capaldi, starring in this one. Yeah, so how could that not be cool? So yeah, I think the Suicide Squad is, I think it's looking like it could surpass the original, and and 2021 will be the perfect year to release it on the first movie's 5th anniversary. And last but certainly not least, I saved my thoughts on my favourite of the DC FanDome trailers till last. The first full trailer for Wonder Woman 1984. The first trailer we've had for this movie since the teaser back in December 2019, and sadly, this movie has been plagued and cursed with countless delays. Being a 2020 movie, it's the only one of these upcoming movies to be released this year, but October 2020 should, fingers crossed, be the final delay, as that will be around my birthday time. But this trailer topped even the teaser and was a total wonder from start to finish, and even more action-packed and epic, and delivered on every single level. We even yes, in the trailer, what looks like a flashback to Diana's childhood when she's training in the Themyscirian arena. I'm glad we're at least going to see some of Themyscira, even though Diana at this point has very much left that life behind. But we get loads more footage of Cheetah in this full trailer, and we finally get a full look of Cheetah in all her glory, and she looks extra badass, even though they just show her for a few seconds because they don't want to spoil her fight with Wonder Woman. But a few seconds was all it took to make me just marvel at her design. And there are even more sweet and tender shots of Diana and Steve reuniting and dancing in what looks like Washington, and that final shot before the trailer ended of him modelling some A-Caesar style outfits, because he would have no clue what you would wear in the 80s. It's 60 years ahead of his time. It's alien to him. So, and Diana's helping him pick, and yeah. And though I do have a theory, what if the Diana and Steve scenes are just in Diana's imagination or in her dreams? Maybe that could be the explanation to how Steve Trevor is alive in this movie. I'm unsure, but all will be revealed in the movie. But I sincerely hope that Patty Jenkins can deliver something wonderful with this sequel, and I sincerely hope this sequel can live up to the first Wonder Woman, which is my current favourite superhero movie of all time, as you all know, and it could be the greatest DC sequel since The Dark Knight. At last, new trailers and trailer reviews have returned. It's about time, and not only is the Batman starting filming again soon, but also Fantastic Beasts 3 will finally resume filming in September. I am infinitely more hyped for Fantastic Beasts 3 of the two Warner Brothers movies, personally. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed these trailer reviews. And what's your favourite and least favourite of the DC FanDome trailers? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'll see you all next time. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.